Good morning to all of you guys. Basically, guys, we have already discussed the basic classes. So I think 4 to 5 classes we have already taken for percentage. Now we are going to discuss the percentage CAT analysis, how types of questions are asked in CAT examination from percentage topics. So basically, these all are PYQs. The question has been asked in 2017 slot 2. So basically today we will discuss all the questions that have been asked in CAT examination in different years. Got it? So that you can boost your level, and wherever you got that I am getting stuck somewhere, you immediately can doubt, ask to doubt. So the question is saying basically, out of certs produced in a factory, 15% are defective. We have already discussed about percentage, the basic phenomena of percentage, basic fundamental of percentage. So suppose there has been S cert, there has been S cert, means S cert a company produced. Got it? Out of X cert, total certs are X, 15% are defective. That means percentage of fraction of percent, 15% would be 3 by 20. So 15% of 20 is 3. That means 3 out of 20 are defective. So how many are fresh? 17. 70 means 70 by 20. So 17 by 20. 3 are defected, rest are 17 by 20. Got it? Now, while 20% of the rest means this one, this is the rest. The total was 3 upon 20, and after reducing 3, this is the rest. 20% of the rest are sold in the domestic market. That means 20% of this. So what would be the 20%? 20% means 1 upon 5, means 20% of 5 is 1. So 1 is sold out of 5. So remaining would be 4 by 5. So rest 4 by 5 of the rest cert. Are you getting or not? Guys, let me explain you a method. What basically I am saying. What is this method? First, you need to understand. Suppose what I am saying that I have a number that is X, and I am saying this is my salary basically. X is my salary, and I am saying I have invested or I have expended my expenditure, or I have invested somewhere 30%. Somewhere 30%. In bank or in my household items. So I have invested 30%. So how much I have still remain? What would be the remaining part? So there are two types. You directly can say, sir, total is X. Invested means minus how much? 30% of X. 30% of X. Is that okay? Quite clear? The total salary was X. I have invested 30%. That means I need to subtract 30% of the total salary. That would be rest. So now 7 minus 30% means 3 by 10 of X. So if you will simplify, you will get 10x minus 3x upon 10. So remaining would be 7x upon 10. Got it? If my salary was X initially and I have invested 30% somewhere, so rest salary is, got it? Quite clear or not? The value directly I can find. How? My salary is X. I have invested 30%. Fraction would be 3 by 10. That means total salary is 10. I have invested 3 out of 10. So what would be remaining? Directly I can say 7 by. The value is same. But we have saved our time by applying that method as compared to this. Got it or not? Suppose the next question I want to take. My salary, total salary is X. And my salary increased 20%. So now the current salary would be increase means plus how much? 20% of my salary. So X 20% of X. So X plus 1 upon 5 X 5X plus X upon 5. The value would be 6X upon 5. So in current present salary is 6X upon 5. But I can directly find it out. How? Just on the behalf of fraction. What is the fraction of 20%? 1 by 5. That means original salary was 5. How much increase? 1. 1 increase. That means 6 by 5. So total salary 6 by 5 of total salary would be the current one. Is that any problem now? Any doubt? The same method you need to apply over there in our question. What our question is saying? A very simple question. There is no such kind of difficulty in CAT examination, but you need to understand on basic somewhere. So the question is saying, out of the shirts produced in a factory, I don't know about the shirts, how many shirts have been produced in company, none knows. Got it? So let's company is producing S shirts. Got it? So total shirts are S. Out of S, 15% are defective. So what would be the fraction of 15%? 3 by 20. That means 3 are. So how many remaining? 17. 17 upon 20 remains. Got it or not? That is the same funda that we have already learned. Got it? And now 20% of the rest. So this is the rest value. This is the rest. 20% of this value sold in the domestic market. So 20% means 1 by 5. So how many solds? 1 sold. 1 sold out of 5. 1 sold. How much remaining? 4 upon 5 of rest. 4 upon 5 of rest. 4 upon 5 of rest. Got it? Now. Guys, you need not to note it down. Now, if the remaining is this. So basically this value would be equal to, if you will simplify, you will directly get the answer within 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So how you are going to be solved? 5 times 3, 2 times 0, 5, 25 into 2, 50, carry 5, 25 into 5, 125 plus 5, 130, 130 and 10. So the company was producing 13,000 shirts at the starting. Is there any doubt? A very simple question has been asked in 2017 slot. No such kinds of difficulty you are going to face. The basic concept that you have learned in 3 to 4 classes, you need to apply the simple questions, simple methods. Is that quite clear? Sure. If you want, I can share you the digital notes. The same PPT I can share you. Solved PPT. If you want, we can share. I can share each and every PPT, but you never said to me, so I think that you need not required. The next one. This PPT has all the solutions of each and every questions on a single slides. The next question again 2017 have been asked in slot 1. Take your time. At least 1 and 1.5 minutes you need to take. Priyanshi, not got the answer? Have you realizing something that what you are doing nowadays? A zero practice. You have already covered this percentage, I think 2 to 3 months ago, but your practice is zero. Yes? What is this? This is your first and primary job to practice PYQs when you have completed your percentage, but you didn't do. What was your first job? To hit the PYQs, na? After completing your percentage topic, that was your first job. These guys are new. They are doing the percentage first time. You have already covered that topic 3 to 4 months ago. But you didn't do even a single question as a name of practice. If you have done, what the answer? You have done. You practiced. Practiced. How many questions? Show me your copy. How many questions have you practiced? Tomorrow. Guys, have a look on it. How we are going to take the approach. The number of girls appearing for an admission test is twice the number of boys. So first we need to take the first condition, girls and boys. So if the number of girls appearing in admission twice the number of boys. So if boys is 1, then girls are a very simple concept. Now, if 30% of the girls and 45% of the boys get the admission, you know well, to find out the 30% of 2 is not easy. So we will put 0. We have already learned that concept yesterday class. Got it? So we will put 0. That means I am considering that boys must have been 100 and girls must have been 200. Now 30% of the girls. So what would be the 30% of that number? 60. Very simple. And 45% of the boys, just directly 45. So basically 30 girls and 40 boys got the admission. in that test, and the percentage of candidate who do not get the admission. So now boys, 160 boys didn't get the admission, and 55 girls didn't get the admission. 140. 140 student didn't get the admission. Here, 55 girls didn't get the admission. So total number of students, those didn't get the admission, you need to add them. So that value would be 195. So basically, 195 out of 300 didn't get the. So what would be the percentage? Just simplify. A very easy question. You can't say by what tough question. 15, 8 times and 65. 3, 6 are 18 and 3 5s are 15. So basically 65% of the total student didn't get the admission in this test. A very simple question. You can't say that बहुत hard question CAT में आ रहा है. You can't say that I am taking 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Within 30 seconds, you can decode. Maximum 40 seconds or 1 minute last. If you have a good command on a basics. Is there any difficulty in this question? Is there? The lack of practice only. You can't say that you don't have that much potential. You have the potential, but somewhere your negligence completely showing. Too much negligence. Shall I move? Guys, take your time. Hit that question. Again 2017. Now we are going to take the question in 2024, 25. So first do that have been asked in 2010. Take your time. At least 2 minutes you need to take as you are a student. Okay, guys. 1 or 2 students got the answer. Let's do how to take the approach of such kinds of questions. You need not to get worried. Ravi invests 50% of his monthly savings in fixed deposit FD. आ गया? What is the answer? Very nice. 70,000 is the correct answer. So Ravi invests 50% of his monthly savings in fixed deposits. We don't know about the savings, monthly savings of Ravi. Suppose Ravi's monthly saving is S or X. So monthly saving is X. And 50% of X. So 50% means what, guys? 1 by 2. So means 50% of 2 is 1. So he is investing 1 out of 2. So what would be the remaining? 1 by 2. So that is the remaining. The actual monthly saving is X, and half of X deposit in FD. So what would be the remaining? Just half. So this is the remaining part. Now what he does? 30% of the rest, 30% of this value. So what is the 30%? 3 by 7 or 10? 3 by 10. That means 30% of the rest of his savings is invested in stocks. So that means 3 out of 10. So 3 out of 10 investing in stock. So what would be the remaining? If 3 is investing, so what would be the remaining? 7 upon 10. 7 upon 10 of what? Of remaining. 7 upon 10 of remaining. Basically 30% he is investing of remaining. That means 70% still he has of remaining rest value. So 70% would be 7 upon 10. So 7 upon 10 still he has. Got it? Now, if the total amount deposited by him in the bank for savings account and fixed deposit, what means whatever he have saved yet, whatever he have saved till now, in whether it is in FD or whether it is in stock, this is how much? 59,500. 59,500 is what? The value which has been invested in bank as well as in stocks. What you don't know? So 30% he invests. Basically, we need to take 30% of this value. He invests 30%. This is remaining. So for saving, give me a moment. If the total amount deposited by him in the bank, this is this. So total amount that he has invested in stocks. He basically we need to take 30% now. Okay. He rest his savings is invested in stocks and rest goes into saving accounts. So 70% goes in saving accounts. So this is the 70% of the rest. And in FD, how much he invests in FD? 50% of X. So this is 50% of X. This amount he invests in FD and this amount he invests in saving accounts. So this is the total amount which he has deposited in the banks. This he has invested as a form of FD and this is in the saving accounts. So the total value has been given 59,500. If you simplify, you will get X upon 7, X upon 20 plus X upon 2 is equal to 59,500. 59500. So basically you will get, guys, if you will solve, you will get 20 as a LCM, 7x plus 10x is equal to 59500. So 17x upon 20 is equal to 59500. 5 3s are 51 and 5 8s are 17 8s are or 75 are. So the value would be 17,000. That means his monthly saving was 70,000. If you, whoever have any doubt, can immediately discuss. Any doubt? If you want, I can repeat it again. XY2. Earlier he invested half of total saving in FD. So this is the half of total saving. Let me explain you guys again. It's not your fault. I think you got the answer. How? So basically the real answer is 70,000. How we are going to be discuss again? Let me explain you more. The question is saying, suppose there is a girl or boy who saves a certain amount on a regular monthly basis. So there is Muskan who saves a fixed amount on a regular monthly basis. Suppose he saves X rupees on a regular monthly basis. Whatever her salary is, we don't care about that. But we know one thing, that he saves X rupees out of her salary. Got it? Whatever is her salary, we don't know. But we know what? A certain amount she saves on a regular monthly basis. Got it? Or not? Quite clear? So suppose she saves what? X rupees on a regular monthly basis. Is that quite clear? Now, what she do or what she does with that money, whatever he saves? What does he do? She does what first? She invests 50% of his monthly saving. So this is totally saving. 50% of this 1/2. So 50% of her total salary she invests in FD. What is this kind of question? Suppose that I am getting or I am making 1 lakh rupees on a regular monthly basis, suppose, and my total expenses are around 50,000, whether they are from households or with my family. 50,000. These are my expenses. How much I am going to get saved? 50,000. These are my saving. What I am going to be do with that 50,000? First, I invest 50% of this 50,000 in FD. So suppose this is total saving on a regular monthly basis, and 50% of this saving I invested in FD. Now I have what I have? 50%. That means the same value I have. So XY2 I have already invested in FD, and this the value that I have again. This is the rest value that I have. What I am going to do with that money? 30% of this, 30% of the remaining, I invest in stocks. So how much would be remain? 70%. So 70% of the remaining means 70% of this. Just I go and deposit in my saving accounts. Let me explain. So I just go and invest 70% of the remaining in my bank account. Now the question is saying how much he is going to be invest in saving accounts. So if the total amount deposited by him in bank, which amount? Saving accounts, whatever he have invested in saving amount, and as well as fixed deposit. So fixed deposit is also the deposit in bank. So he has deposited two amount in banks. First in the form of FD, second directly. So this is the second amount and X by 2 is the FD. So that total is what? 59500. Now got it or not? Still you have any doubt? And if you simplify, you will get directly what? 70,000. That means she was saving 70,000 on a regular monthly basis. And with the 70,000, she was doing that kinds of thing. A very quite simple question. You can't say that बहुत tough question नहीं हो रहा. No calculation. A very simple calculation. And you know well has been asked. Shall I move again? Okay. Do the next one. Got it. Do this one. Fantastic question. Lot of question asked from ages. Take your time at least. Hundred seconds. Amazing. Really, I appreciate you. Wow. Amazing. Great. She's the fresher, first time doing the preparation for any competitive exam. You're doing well. I really appreciate you. And rest of the guys, I salute you. You're doing well. Yes, Priyanshi. A little bit same. What would be the answer? 1. Yes. Guys, you girls, let's do. What would be the approach of this question? So what the question is saying, Arun's present age in years is 40% of Barun's. So what would be the fraction of 40%, guys? 2 by 5. 2 by 5. So the value which is written in denominator represent the comparative value. Whom we are comparing over here? Barun. That means Barun age is 5 and Arun is 2. So Barun age is 5 and Arun age is 2. Is there any problem here? The previous concept that we have learned, we have already applying. We are applying the same question that we have learned. Same concept. Now, in another few years, after some years, Arun's age will be half of Barun's. Half of Barun's. Suppose this is the ratio. This is the ratio. Suppose the Barun's actual age was x, 5x, and Arun's actual age was 2x. If we multiply by a fixed number, that is the original value. Got it? What I am saying, if I have a fraction. Suppose I have 2 by 2 ratio 3. Could you tell me what would be the real number if I have given the actual ratio? This is the ratio of two numbers. Yes, you need to understand. A very important question. This is 2 ratio 3 is the ratio of any two numbers. Could you tell me these two numbers exactly? None can tell. The reason behind it, they may be 10 and 15. If you will simplify, you will get what? 2 by 3. These may be 20 and 30. If you will get, got it guys, not? These may be 30 and 45. So if we have given what? The ratio, none can find the original number. What I can say, whatever the value have been, whatever the number have been, so definitely we taken the common value from these number and we will get the ratio. If you want to find out the ratio of any two numbers, you need to divide these numbers with the same number. So in the same manner, if I am saying this is the ratio, 5 and 2 is the ratio of any two numbers, we don't know. So if I say I multiply x, so that would be the real number. We don't know x, what would be the x, but there must be a same number. Got it or not? So basically, this is the real age of Arun. This is the real age of Arun and Barun. Now what happens after certain period of time? Suppose after t years. After t years, what will happen? This will be 2x plus t. After t years, the age will increase t. If suppose right now I am 25-year-old, after 10 years, I will be 35. So the Arun's age is 2x. After t time, his age would be 2x plus t. And current age of Barun is 5x. After t years, that would be 5x plus. Is there any problem? After t years, what happens? After t years, why Arun's age will half of Barun. Arun's age will half of Barun. That would be Arun's age would be equal to half of Barun. That means if you half it, that would be equal to this one. You directly can find out the value of t and x. If you solve, you will get 5x plus t. You need to multiply that one here. You will get 4x plus 2t. And from here you will get x is equal to t. X equal to t. So just after x year, the Arun says would be just half of Barun. Just after x year. So basically in current present, basically we have been asked about Barun. So currently Barun age is 5x. After t year, or t is equal to x, after t year, that would be 6x. After t year, t is equal to x. After t year, that would be 6x. After t year, that would be 6x. So how much percent increased? 1 increase on 5x. So 5x, 1 increase on 5x. Then how much increase on x? 100. So that would be 20%. Got the answer? Do you really have any doubt? If you want, you can ask. Nandini hit the question. I don't know how, but she's doing well. Any doubt that you want to ask, immediately you can ask. Is that quite clear? Hello, girls. Quite clear? You want to know anything? Shall I move ahead? Just go at home and just practice these all questions again and again. And all over the classes that we have already recorded. Class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. In these classes, you will get the basic concepts of percentage. These are somewhere advanced question. What none is advanced. What we are doing, we are applying 2 to 3 concepts in a single questions. So first, concepts wise, just do the questions, then come over here in multiple concepts in a single question. Quite clear? Shall I need to move ahead? Shall I? Okay. Guys, I am going to provide the PDF. Solve it. You need not to worry about. Just focus 200% on your understanding that you are getting the real theme of the question or not. This is your first job. Your first job is to discuss me. That's how it's happening. Rest of the things, it's our responsibility or organization's responsibility how they are going to provide the content and all the solutions. Now, you need not to hit this question. We will do after some time. Definitely we are going to be discussed. Not today, but you guys hit the question that has been asked in 2019. So we have covered 2017 question. Now we are on 2019. Take your time. That was in your book. Okay. We are going to be discussed. I have already taken all the questions. A good level of question, advanced level. But not today. Tomorrow we are going to discuss. Little bit some more concepts going to be applied in that question. Take your time, guys. Very nice. Guys, let's do. Any one of you got the answer except Priyanshi? None? Let's do. What the question is saying? In an examination, the score of A was 10% less than that of B. Got it? So we all know the fraction of 10%, 1 by 10. That means why whom we are comparing? A or B? B. That of B. So the score of A was 10% less than that of B. So basically we are comparing whom? B. So 10 is going to be represent the score of B. So B's score would be 10 and 10% less. So 10% of 10 is 1. So 9 is score of A. So basically A's score is 9. Is there any problem? Any doubt? Now, the next step is the score of B was 20% more than that of C. So 25% means 1 upon 4. By whom we are comparing in the next step? C. So that means C's score would be 4. Got it or not? And B's would be the score of B was 25 more than that of C. So B's would be 5. So over here, if you are going to be compare, so C score is 4. In that scenario, B's score would be 5. Now, and the score of C was 20% less than that of score of D. So what is the fraction of 20%? 1 upon 5. That means if D's score is 5, then 20% less means 1 less. That would be 4 of C. So C's score would be 4. Now guys, you need to take the ratio. How we take the ratio? Over here, the B is 1 times 5 and 1 is 20. Sorry, 10. I am the single person and I am saying my age is 25 year. I am 25-year-old in this class. Just after half an hour or 1 hour, I just go into some other class and I say my age is 28. Is that possible? If I am the same person, so wherever I am standing or wherever I am sitting, my age would be same. So basically, once B is 10 and once B is 5. Is that possible? So we need to make it equal. Just multiply by 2. If you multiply by 2 over here, you need to multiply this one also. The reason behind it, B just in ratio 4 with C. So whatever the change we need to do over here, the same change you need to do over here. So again you need to multiply 4. Is that okay? Should I? So basically now, for once C is representing 8, 4 into 8, and once C is representing 4. So we need to multiply 2 over here, and this is the ratio with 10. So here we need to multiply by 2. So now the final ratio would be 10 ratio 9 ratio 8 ratio 10. These are the actual ratio of their scores. Now what the question is saying, if A scores 72, if A scores 72, then the score of D. So basically A is scoring 9 unit or 9 unit is representing 72. So what would be 1 unit? 8. 1 unit would be 8. And we have been asked a score of D. D's score is 10. 1 unit is representing 8. Then 10 unit will represent 80. This is the correct answer. If you have any doubt, you can immediately ask. Whatever you have the doubt, you can ask. Quite clear? Any doubt that you want to ask? Shall I need to move ahead? Shall I? बिल्कुल सही, अच्छा क्वेश्चन। देखिए गाइस, ये रेशियो में आप लोग सीखेंगे कि रेशियो कैसे वर्क करता है। मैं एक बार इस चीज़ को दोबारा समझाऊं क्योंकि थोड़ा सा मामला है, इस चीज़ को अलग समझाऊं। बेसिकली रेशियो यहाँ पे जो आपने रेशियो को मैनेज करा है, इट्स that ratio topic. In the ratio chapter you will get the 100% knowledge, the 100% discussion about that. But over here what I am doing, we need to explain what the question is saying guys. Question is saying Priyanshi, could you read aloud? Read aloud. Yes. PDF नहीं है? You don't have the PDF guys? Let me send you PDF. Guys, check your cell phones. You got the PDF. So what the question is saying? Yes, girls. Read aloud. Yes, guys. Okay, PPT. PDF. I will share you again. Those the student who have, I think, iPhone, they must be having some problem. You don't getting? Some are getting, I think. What is the question? Guys, you need to focus here. After some time, you can fix it. What the question is saying? Guys, pay the 100% attention over. In an examination, A's score is 10% less that of B. 10% less that of B. So basically, what would be the 10%? 1 upon 10. So we are comparing by whom? B. So means B's score is 10. Then A's score would be quite clear. So this is the ratio of A's and B's score. This is the ratio of score A and score B. Got it? Quite clear? Now, again in the second line, the question is saying 25% means 1 upon 4. So, the score of whose score? B's score is 25% more than that of C. So, we are comparing with C. Now, I can't make the value C here because it is already 10. So, C's score once 4, then B's score 1 more. That means 5. So, this is the ratio between C and B. Because here B is different, here B is different. That's the reason we can't write it here. I need to take this another row to represent the value of B. Because B is different both the times. Now, what the question is saying? The score of C, the score of C was 20% less. So what is the fraction of 20%? 1 upon 5. So score of C is 20% less that of D. So basically D is here. Now this is the empty place, we can use it. This is the row. So C's score is 20% less that of B. If B's score is 5, then C's score must be 4. What? Now, what is the problem over here? I want to find out the ratio of A, B and C. I want to note it down over here. But the problem is B have two values, different value. C has some single value. So I need to first make the equal values, because if there is a same person, that would be the same, that will have contain the same value. If I am the same person, whatever the my is in this class, that would be the same in the second class, and that would be again same in some other class. So once the question is saying what, B is representing 10 here and B is representing 5 here. So B must be same because the same person. So I need to make it equal. What I am going to be do? I am going to be multiply by 2. If I am going to be multiply by 2, guys, if I am going to be multiply by 2, but guys, we have this ratio. If whatever the change I do here, yeah, I will make here, the same change I need to make here. So if I am multiplying by 2 here, and this is the ratio of that one, then I need to multiply by 2 here as well. Because ratio means what? Divide. If I am multiplying by 2 here, so it is very mandatory I need to multiply 2 here as well. So I will multiply 2 here as well. Got it or not? Got it. So basically, what I have done, I have multiplied by 2 here, I need to multiply 2 as well. Now, if I multiply here, so basically C, over here C is 8, over here C is, I again need to multiply to make it equal. So I will multiply 2 here, and this is the ratio with that one. So I need to multiply here. Now, all the things are fixed. Over here 10, 10, 8, 8. So basically the final ratio would be 9, 10, 8 and 10. Got it? Now the question is saying A got 72 marks. Over here 8, A got 9 unit. So 9 unit representing 72 marks. So 1 unit will represent 8 and D is 10 unit. So 10 unit will represent 80. Now got it or not? Shall I need to repeat? Quite clear? Guys, this is your first job. This is the basic difference between online and offline class. If you are sitting just here before me and unable to discuss, it's better to go on YouTube or somewhere on other platforms. Just go and watch the videos. This is the lack of practice. If whatever you are doing at first time, it will take time. It happens with each and every student, not happening with you especially. If I myself go into somewhere and try to learn something, it will same happen with me. So if you practice a lot, you will overcome of that thing. Shall I need to move ahead? Shall I not? You girls. Now, the next question. Do it. Take your time. In 2019 again, I've been asked. These are your options. Take your time, guys. Take at least 2 minutes. You guys got the answer or not? Not? Okay. Let's do Priyanshi. Not got the answer? I really appreciate you. Amazing. You're doing great. What the question is saying? Guys. We have in 2010 our library contained a total of 11,500 books in two categories, fiction and non-fiction books. Got it? In 2015, the library contained a total of 12,760 books in these two categories. Means the books have been increased. Got it? So basically, the question is saying during this period, there was 10% increase in the fictional books and while 12% increase in non-fictional book. How many fictions book were in the library? So how we are going to take the approach? Suppose at the initial level, the total books were 11,000 and 11,500. These were the total books. Got it? Out of them, suppose out of them, X book were fictional. Books were fictional. How many books would be non-fictional? Total minus X, that would be non-fictional books. That this is the condition of the initial stage. What happens in 2015? In 2015, the question is saying what? 10% what? 10% increase in fictional book. So what would be the 10% of this? What would be the 10% of this? Just x upon 10? X upon, what is the value of 10%? 1 by 10. So x, 1 by 10 of x. So basically x upon, this is the 10% of x. Got it? And what would be the 12% of non-fictional? 12% increase in non-fictional. What would be the 10%? 12%? 11x minus x, 12%. So basically 4%, 1 by 25, 12%, 3 by 25. So 3 by 25. This is the increment in fictional book. This is the increment in non-fictional book. So what would be the total change? So basically total change in 2015, the total books are 12,760 and in 2010 the total books were, so how much increased? 1260, and here we have increased this and this, and that would be equal to 1260. Bas. If you will get solved, simplify it, you will get the answer. So just simplify it. X upon 10 plus, just multiply 11, 5, 0, 0, 3, 25 minus 3x upon 25, that would be 12, 6, 0. If you solve, you will get x upon 10 minus 3x upon 25. Guys, simplify. 25 4s are 100, 15, 6, 0. If you multiply by 3, you will get 0, 8, carry 1, 13 is equal to 12, 6, 0. Just, cross multiply we have learned. So just multiply by 25x minus 30x, 250 plus that value you need to take over there. If you take that value, you will get 0, 10 minus 6, 2, 8 minus 6, 1, but minus. Because that value would go there, that would be minus. So from here you will get what? Minus 5x, 250 is equal to minus 5. So x would be 6,000. That means in 2007, that is not the answer. Basically, 6,000 is not the answer. What is 6,000? On bed, what we have asked? We have been asked how many fictions books were in the library in 2015. This is the condition of 2010. We have considered initially the books, X book were from, X books was from 2010. So basically 6,000 in 2010 fictional book. But how much increase? 12% in 10%. 10% in fictional book increased. So 10% you need to add more. 10%. 10% would be 600. So in 2015, the total fictional book would be 6600. 6,600. This is your answer. 6,600.
जब आपने इतना मेथड किया तो आपने मतलब इस वाले क्वेश्चन में जो रेटेड बताई थी कि वो 2010 में अगर वो 10% की क्वेश्चन
यस क्वेश्चन नाइन क्वेश्चन दैट इज 9. Guys, give me a moment. Shall I said or that I have completed this question? This is the basic method. I'm again going to hit the question with short trick. I didn't say that this is complete. Now, I'm going to hit the same question with the short tricks. In short tricks, I need not to do that all. The same method that you are explaining, I need to apply. Guys, okay? Quite clear? Are you getting clearly? Now you can hit the question maximum within 2 minutes. Initially, when you were come to me, you were saying that I am taking at least 5 minutes. Even 10 minutes. Now, what you think after taking 5 to 6 classes? You can reduce your time. At least 2 minutes you can do. Now just practice a lot, apply the unit matter, and you would be able to do each and every question within 40 seconds, maximum 50. Guys, shall I need to move ahead? Okay. I will explain the another matter of this question, but first do one more question. Some typical question we are going to be take or solve tomorrow. Guys, hit the last question that I have. Guys, the current question that have been asked in 2024. The current situation, you need to understand that how, which type of question are going to be asked in current present. In current situation, which type of question are going to be asked? This is last to last year question. Take your time. Guys, got the answer? Let's have a look. So what the question is saying, you need to understand closely. In September, the incomes of Amla and Bimla are in the ratio. What is the ratio? 8, 6 and 4. 8, 6 and 4. This is the ratio of the income of these three ladies. They rent a house together. तीनों मिला के एक रूम देती हैं, रूम का किराया. And Kamla pays 15%. You all know well, 15% is tough to find out of that number. So what we do generally, we need to increase 20. So just put 20 over here, 20 over here, 5. Oh, sorry. So this value is basically 5. So 8, 6, 5. This is Bimla. So this is the ratio of these three ladies income. So what need to do? 0, 0 and 0. Kamla pays 15%. So 15% of 800 would be 120. And Amla pays 12%. So what would be 12%? 72 rupees. And Bimla pays 18%. So what would be 18%? 90. This is the actual rate. Now what happens with them to cover the total house rent in that month? In October, this is about November, September, this is about October. In October, the house rent remains unchanged while their incomes increased. Why? 10%. So what would be now? 880. 10% would be 80. So the now current income is 880. And 12% increase, 672. 15% increase. What would be the 15%? 75. 15% of this 575. Got it? So basically 575. 575. This is the current situation. These are the salaries of current October month. Now what happens? The percentage of their total income that will be paid as house is nearest. So again the rent is same. How much? 2, 9 to 11 and 7. 19, sorry 18. 16 to 18. Carry 1 or 2. Rent is 282. And salary is 5 to 7. 7, 7. 14 plus 8. 22. Carry 2. 7, 6. 13 plus 8. 21. If you will solve it out, you will get this number. Got the answer? How? In the same manner. Same manner. Same manner. So basically guys, these were your I think 9 to 8 questions from CAT. Tomorrow that would be the last class of CAT analysis. So rest of the question we will discuss in tomorrow's class. That the day after tomorrow we are going to be start profit and loss, but your first job is go and dive into percentage questions. Multiple questions that you can from any websites, from any book. Just go and just hit the PYQs. You can buy such kinds of book as well that he has watched or something, any websites, from any website you can download the PYQs. You need to hit the PYQs. How many, sir? There is no limit. When you feel that I have hit all types of questions multiple times, you can go on the next section, that would be profit or loss. So one topic you have completed completely, that is percentage, and go hit the question. In any question, if you get the confusion, if you stuck, just come to me and ask immediately. We will discuss. Okay. So guys, be happy. Keep smiling. All the best. Tomorrow we will discuss.